All right. So happy Monday, first of all. And thank you guys for joining us tonight. We are excited to see everybody popping in. Like, there's nothing better to me than a Monday night call because all of my energy is in it. Like, I've rested over the weekend and I'm ready to go. It's October 1st, so it's a new month, it's a new week, like all the new things. And it's perfect because I am talking about finishing off the year right in general. So the title was just kind of ending quarter four in the way that you want it to. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Nikki Whiting, and I have been coaching for about 5.5 years. So I'm not going to share my story in particular, but I do feel like I know very well the ins and outs of pushes within different time frames and different seasons of your business, and just the importance of not only starting the year right, but also ending the year the right way. So I am a little bit all over the place when I speak. And if you need to like reel me back in, please do so and ask any kind of questions that you have along the way too, because I love to be interactive within this as well. And with us all, pushing for end of the year goals, I feel like this is the perfect conversation. So let me go ahead and first off say, can you even believe that it's October 1st? I saw a meme, I think it was like yesterday or today, that said how like September was 2 seconds long. What happened? And it feels like the time has flown by, and all of a sudden we are like out of pumpkin spice Shaco into we finished lift 4. Now we're going into getting started with proving grounds and just so many things in the works. I know myself and some others are headed to leadership this Wednesday in Vegas. And so we'll be bringing back all the goods for you guys there. And I'm sure there will be some really exciting announcements for us to bring back as well. I actually love that Beachbody breaks up their years into quarters. And if you haven't noticed that, you'll notice that there's usually an event or something every quarter in the Beachbody world. So the first quarter, there's usually like a Super Saturday at the beginning of the year. And then you go into the Success Club trip, which is usually around March or April. From there, you have a little break before you have Summit, which is like June to July. And then we have Super Saturday then as well. Leadership here in October. So we'll be going to Leadership Wednesday. Ending the year strong. Super Saturday is right after that as well. And then New Leader Conference at the beginning of 2019. So all of you guys who have qualified for that, congratulations. I'm going to talk a little bit on goal setting and just kind of how I visualize my year according to the quarters. So what you want to think about when you are visualizing your goals, and I do think that goal setting is important. There are a lot of people that I feel like do not set goals because they're afraid of failing. And I don't know about you, but when I signed up for this business, part of the reason I said no 3 times was my fear of failure. And so looking back on that, in hindsight, I can say it was the best decision that I've made, and I wish I had done it sooner. So if I'm looking at my goals and I'm going to make them safe and play them safe, what am I thinking? Like, why would I be playing that safe if I signed up for this and it's not a safe job, right? It wasn't a safe thing for me to do when I said no 3 times. So I like to set big goals. And so I want you to think about how you visualize goals. There is no reason to be fearful in setting your goals. And I'll talk to you about that as well. But think about how you set them up. Are they weekly? Are they monthly? Are they quarterly? Are they yearly? Or maybe it's like a little combo of everything. And I like to set my goals according to the Beachbody events or holidays. So if you guys are kind of like me and you like to go by quarter, you could do, Christmas, summer or 4th of July, Halloween, all of these things that can give you kind of these starting points to run with. But I feel like quarter 4 in general is so important because not only are we pushing towards end of the year goals, but we're also setting ourselves up for next year's starting point. Okay. So this isn't just like a January to December and we're done. This is I'm going to push through December and let's see how I can set myself and my team up for 2019 and for January. Okay. So maybe you're on here and you're like, well, I am nowhere near my goals. And so I'm going to throw in the towel pretty much. I set goals for Premier or 2-star or 5-star or whatever it is. And it's not happening for me. It's not in my sights. I don't have the points. I don't have the emeralds. Whatever you're saying, whatever that is that you're playing in your head as far as why you can't hit those goals, why in the world would you self-sabotage not only yourself and your mindset, but your business? And it's almost like we're now saying our coaches aren't capable of emerald, or our coaches aren't capable of diamond, or our coaches aren't capable of hitting Success Club. Why would we say we would never say those things, right? So then we also can't think small when it comes to our goals, and we also cannot give up on our goals. So I have like a little group. We had this little mastermind push, and it originally started for people who are pushing for elite, but it also has become a place for people pushing for 2-star diamond, 5-star diamond. Maybe they're pushing for premier. Maybe they want to hit that new leader conference, and that's a goal for the beginning of 2019. Whatever it might be, I want you to remind yourself that you can do those hard things. All of those goals that I just said, all of those hitting Success Club every single month so that I can go all-star or legend with Success Club, hitting that emerald rank. Maybe you're on here and you're a brand new coach and you are overwhelmed with information. Let me just tell you that setting these goals and visualizing, creating a vision board is so crucial for me and my mindset, because I am a squirrel, you guys. I am all over the map. I got 2 kids. I started at 6:45 this morning and have started going carpool to house building meetings to working to running errands, keeping the household in order, back to carpool, cheerleading, dance, like all these things, straight to Chick-fil-A for my kid to have a play date, and I'm like rushing home to get on this call at 8. And so my mind is everywhere, and I need a landing page pretty much. Like I need to show up and I need to say, here's the landing page of what I want. So whether that is a board that you have on the wall, maybe it's with sticky notes, maybe it's chalk paint, maybe it's whatever it is that like gets you moving in your office. That's what it is. Maybe it's a desktop background. Maybe it's a screensaver on your phone. Like whatever it is that you could show up every day and say, here are my goals. Am I, or did I do everything to get myself there each day? Because if not, we go through the motions and all of a sudden it's 8:15 at night and we're like, what have we done, right? So you just need to make sure that you are giving yourself space to align your goals and then also fit them into your lifestyle. So showing up, maybe your goals are doing personal development every day. I'm not asking you to tell me your goal is 15-star diamond. Maybe that's not your goal right now. Maybe you have an income goal, over rank. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it is start to finish completing an entire program. Maybe Live 4 was that for you. Maybe Proving Grounds is going to be that for you. Maybe Transform 20, like whatever it is. Maybe it is adding X amount of coaches every month. I'm going to add 2 new coaches every month. I'm going to add 5 new coaches every month. Whatever that goal is, 2-star, 5-star, hitting Premier, hitting Elite. I want you to get very specific in those goals, and then I want you to figure out what quarter you plan to hit those goals. Okay? So I want you to know that, like for me, I'm pushing for elite. I have coaches who are pushing for diamond. I have coaches who are pushing for other goals as well. And so one of my goals to end this year is to honestly have my coaches succeed in their own goals. So that requires me to be consistent in team calls, to show up, to answer their questions, to get on in those mastermind groups, and to be, showing up for them and answering their questions and laying out what the points mean for them, whatever it might be. But I'm telling you right now, you're not going to hit your goals unless your team hits their goals. So you need to make sure that it's all a trickle-down effect, that we all have a vision, we all have goals. Always thinking forward is kind of my mindset when it comes to that. And like I said, okay, you show up and you said back in, I don't know, at Summit, right? I'm going to be 2-star Premier. I'm going to be 5-star. I'm going to hit Success Club every single month. I'm going to add 5 coaches a month. And guess what you did? You added 2 coaches a month. You hit Success Club, but you missed it 1 month by 1 point. You showed up every day and you have 1 diamond that's advanced and you need another diamond, but it hasn't. Okay, so did we hit every single goal? Maybe not. But guess what we did do? We set ourselves up for an incredible 2019 as well. Okay, I have coaches who are hitting or pushing for these big goals, and they're telling me, you guys, it's October. And then there's like, I got October, November, December. What am I going to do? I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can hit diamond. I don't think I can XYZ. You fill in the blank. Whatever it is that your fear is that's going around in circles in your head, whatever it is that you said to yourself. And I'm here to say, I'm sorry. Yes, you can hit those goals. And if we fall short, we're going to reach for the stars, right? If we fall short, we still have come so much further than we did pre-summit goals, right? Okay, you didn't hit Success Club every month, but guess what? You weren't hitting Success Club at all earlier in the year. So for you to show up and now you've hit it every single month, except the 1 month you let it slip by, okay? Or I am really pushing for elite, but I have the points, but I only have 2 diamonds. Well, cool. You worked for Premier and you're hitting elite, or you're worked for elite and you hit Premier. Still incredibly exciting. Still unbelievable success within this business. Okay. I really wanted to, do my personal development every single month. I wanted to finish a book a month, and I finished it a week late. Guess what? You probably did more personal development in that month than you did the last 4 months before Summit, before those goals, right? Stop settling. Yes, someone said, I'm just going to settle here. Why? For what? I have seen so many people hit those goals at the end of the year. They did it. It was pulling teeth, right? It was a hustle. It was a grind. Get ready for it. Like, if you want something hard to happen in your business, success is not easy, you guys. This business isn't easy. No business is easy. I'm not saying this business is harder than anything else. I'm saying owning a business in general and showing up every day for your business isn't easy, because you're your own boss. And every single day you can make excuses. Every single day. Well, I wish I should. I coulda, shoulda, woulda, right? That's not the mindset we can have when we run our own business. We got to show up for ourselves. If for no one else, we got to show up for ourselves every single day. I'm trying to lay my head on my pillow at night and feel like I did what I needed to do to feel good when I go to bed. I wake up and I'm like, I did all the things. I did it and I'm feeling good. Even if it's clearing out my inbox, like whatever it needs to be, those mini goals, right? I said weekly goals, set that one. If that's one of your goals, do that one, right? Okay, so let me get back to this. So we're setting up for an amazing 19. What do I mean, 2019? What do I mean by that? Because guess what? 2019 rolls around, January, clean slate, swiped, empty, clean. Now what do? Well, I busted my butt at the end of this year, so I've got momentum. I got the snowball, right? And I didn't stop. I kept going. And the snowball kept growing. The number of coaches I added kept growing. My coaches are hitting Emerald. My coaches are getting Success Club points on the board. I am advancing Star Diamond coaches because they were pushing at the end of the year, and now they're doing it. Maybe you're the Diamond pushing for Star Diamond. Maybe you're the Emerald pushing for, whatever it is. You guys, you have to know that what you're doing right now is not all for nothing. Like if you shoot for it and it doesn't happen December 31st, 2018, you have set yourself up for such an incredible start to 2019. That's how far ahead I'm thinking. It's October 1st, and I'm thinking about January 1st, 2019 right now. So if you are a day-to-day thinker, you better get yourself together. You better get a plan. You better get a vision. You better get those quarterly goals, and you better start hopping, getting on it, okay? And here's the other thing. New year rolls around, right? And all of a sudden, the people who didn't want the challenge packs, the people who didn't want to sign up to coach is like, new year, new me, who this, right? Like it's 2019, I'm going to be doing all the things. Like I'm ready to sign up to coach. I'm ready to get in that challenge group. I'm ready to get ready for spring break. I'm telling you, like you guys, you have to be forward thinking like this constantly. So my head is in a place of how can I talk to my followers and my team in a way that they're seeing the future right now, okay? So people are maybe in my challenge group slacking, right? They're like, well, I'm about to put on all these cozy sweaters because it's getting cold. I'll just cover up. I'm going to call it bulking season, and we'll just let it slide for a little bit. Instead, guess what you should be saying on your social media platforms? November's right around the corner. Thanksgiving. We're going to be with family. Are you seeing people you haven't seen in a while? How do we want to look and feel when we get in that environment? Guess what? Then there's Christmas, right? Who wants to gift themselves health and fitness for Christmas? Who wants to look good in the little black dress for New Year's? Always have them thinking about events that are in their future, reasons they need you, reasons they need your challenge group, reasons they need our products, right? Because they need you first. They're trusting in you. They're believing in you first and foremost. After that, they're like, I trust you. What is it that you're using? Like what works for you, right? I'm not selling, like I'm not the platform for Beachbody products on my page. I'm talking about my life, how I fit it into a lifestyle, how I maintain this year round versus like this constantly that you know so many people are feeling, right? You've got to unstick yourself before you can help anyone else get unstuck. And that is up to you. No one else can do that for you. Only you. Okay? So start thinking about that. You've got coaches right now who are getting started. They can do incredible things by the year end. They can also do incredible things by the first quarter of next year. Okay? So let me talk a little bit about how I feel towards quarter four. Okay? Consistency versus hustle. I don't know, you guys have probably, if you've heard me on calls, I know you've heard me talk about consistency versus hustle. I don't know if you have heard other people talk about it. I would feel like there's been plenty of other Beachbody coaches who have done this or they live this life. So I'm about to tell you like how I kind of go in cycles and seasons with my business. What's the difference in consistency and hustle, right? In anything really, but in this setting, in this, lifestyle and what we do. Consistency is the daily. Consistency is something that never stops, right? I'm showing up for my team. I'm getting on the national wake-up call. I'm getting on these team calls. I mean, clap for yourself if you're on this call right now and you're tired, man. But you're here and you're taking notes and you're bringing it back for your team and you're growing in some way so that you can become a better coach, a better challenger, a better whatever you want to be in your life, okay? Better mom, whatever, right? Yeah, lay on your bed with your pillow and listen to it, right? Yeah, you cannot stop being a student. And that's the biggest thing is I always tell people like the moment you stop being a student in this business, you are screwing yourself. You really are. You're gonna get stuck. I can promise you that. So never stop being a student. So I'm showing up every day. I'm getting on the calls. I am on my social media platforms. I'm showing up there. I am inviting, whether it's a small amount or a large amount, I am showing up to invite in those consistent times. I'm always running a group. Guys, I've been running a challenge group since May of 2013. That's what we do. We're coaches. Like, they could buy the products on the website. We are the challenge group people, right? And so I've been running those. I'm hitting Success Club. You're never going to see me telling my team to hit Success Club, and I'm not showing up to get myself hitting Success Club every month. I'm holding rank. You know, you see these people, you see these coaches who are double 15 star and like all these crazy things. You guys, they're hustling to keep that rank, right? But there are times in consistent moments where I am more laid back during the consistent times. I am in between seasons of my life, okay? Right now, I've been in a consistency pattern, okay? Because I'm moving. We've been building a house. We put our house up on the market. We sold the house. Now we're fixing everything that needs to be fixed. We're starting to declutter. The house is ready next month. My child started school. All the extracurriculars just started. It's a life change, right? Seasons. Talk about seasons of life, like consistency and hustle. It's crazy right now. So I am still consistent. Like, I'm never not there in those lists I just gave you. That's the consistency. That's always going to be there, even in this season of crazy for me. But the hustle is getting ready to start because I have goals for my business. I have goals for my team. I have so many goals for them and for myself for end of the year that I know the hustle mode has to be, like the big red button has to be pushed. It's time. It's go time, right? I hustled. I've hustled. I dropped rank. Got it back. Hustle, hustle, hustle. Consistency. Showing up in those moments, right? Now it's time to hustle because your girl wants elite 5-time. I want premier coaches. I want my elite summit elite. I want all these things for them. And I can't want all those things if I'm not showing up in the hustle mode. So hustle for me is more of like the short-term goal, because for me, if you hustle constant, nonstop, I mean, if you look up the definition of hustle, you don't want to hustle to where you're burning yourself out in your business, right? And I feel like that's kind of what happens sometimes. If you put yourself in this hustle mode all the time, then you feel a burn. The fire goes, it's out. Like, how do I relight it? How do I build the snowball effect again? How do I do that? But if we're constantly consistent, and then I like turn on my turbo kickers and I jump into hustle mode for certain seasons. Yeah, fun and flow, hustle and flow, like whatever it needs to be. Like, you guys, if you got big goals for December, you better believe you should be pushing the hustle mode. You should be okay with a little less sleep. You should be okay with a little bit of a longer night. You should be okay with sending more invites. You should be okay with trying to add more coaches, recruiting more than what the consistent moments feel like. So I'm going to show up more at that time. I'm going to make sure that I am looking at end of the year, end of the month. So for me, my hustle moments are end of the month, right? Because I want to make sure I have personal goals. I'm always going to be hitting Success Club. That's a no-brainer. But like, maybe I have goals. You know, I had a goal of getting in the Transform 20 test group. Did I get in? No. Wish I had. But I'm over here with coaches in my downline who did. And so I can watch that and be excited for them, and also know that I got some crazy Success Club points on the board. I got some good elite points on the board, and I'm good with that because I move my business forward in other areas. I didn't hit that goal, right? But I'm not defeated. I'm moving along, right? And I'm going to keep going. So it's those shorter term goals, like the qualification holds. Y'all felt it. If you've ever held, maybe you're a diamond coach and you're like, I'm working towards holding this for 6 weeks, and you're like, every Thursday, what fires do I need to put out, you know? Or you're getting close, maybe you're ruby, maybe you're like pushing past emerald, and like trying all those things, you got to know that there are going to be moments that it feels a little bit stressful. I will tell you, when I was holding 15 star, I was like, oh my gosh, all 15 of these people have to be holding for the same 6 weeks. Okay. Okay. Let me pull my hair back and let's do this. And it was a hustle, period, because it had to be done. Worth it? 1,000%. Absolutely. But it was a hustle. So income goals, like elite, premier, all those things, you guys, you have to be okay with that, right? So I'm going to ask you, going into the end of this year, right? We're now in October. Are you showing up daily in a consistency mode, or are you showing up every day in a hustle mode? I'll tell you what, both are fine. Because maybe your end goal isn't something crazy huge in the business right now. Maybe it's simply doing my personal development, getting on my calls, showing up on social media to share my journey, finishing a program start to finish. And, I'm going to help 3 people every month. I'm going to hit Success Club 5. Maybe that's it. Maybe, just maybe, you are ready to have hustle mode turned on. Maybe this was what you needed to be the wake-up call that your goals are allowed to be bigger than someone else's. Your goals are allowed to be bigger than your uplines. Your income goals can be larger than your Success Club partners' goals. Your vision for your business can be bigger than anyone else's vision in your life. Close friends, close family, whatever it is. You have so much support around you. And I can promise you, in this community, this Beachbody community, you have coaches who are working towards the same goals you are right now. You have people who are working towards smaller goals, and you have people who are working towards bigger goals. And that is all okay. But you've got to see where your placement begins. Where are you placing yourself? Are we clicking hustle, and are we like diving in to the end of this year? So what are your goals? Chat that in right now. I'm seeing a couple people saying their goals. What are your goals? Maybe you're deciding your goal needs to be bigger. 2-star diamond, November 22nd, right before Thanksgiving. I love it. Diamond, 2-star. All these 2 stars, look at you guys. So that's premier. That's getting yourself to New Leader Conference. That's building other leaders. That's the biggest part, you guys. You're building other leaders that you can run with in this business. Second business centers. How cool is that? SC40. Holy smokes. Look at all these. Diamond, diamond, diamond. 1-star diamond. 2-star. Finishing an entire program. Signing up coaches. Getting your emerald back. I love that. I'm trying to read all the New Leader Conference. 5-time elite. Yes. I'm there with you. I'm with you, Steph. Leave your full-time job. I love it. So if this is the goal right now that I'm seeing, oh, buy the new house. I liked it. That was my vision for it 5 years ago. Income. Can we be okay with talking income? It's okay to want to make a great income in this business, right? And I spoke on, I'm really active over on Instagram, not so much on Facebook anymore. But I spoke today and just said, like, guys, no one else needs to believe in your dream but you, right? Because I'll tell you, my dad, if you know my story, my dad told me the day I signed up, he asked me why I signed up, that it was a huge mistake, okay? 5.5 years ago, it wasn't huge that people were doing network marketing, and I had a lot of naysayers in my life. I had friends and family who were personally commenting on my things, not in a positive way, in a negative way. And I had a vision. I had a dream. I knew what I wanted for my family. I knew what I wanted for my life. I knew what I wanted for my marriage, my future kids. All of those things I had the vision for, and it's okay if nobody else believes in your dream. The only person that needs to believe in it is you. You're the one working towards it. You're the one getting up early. You're the one going to bed late. You're the one sending the invites. You're the one doing it all. So no one else needs to see it other than you. If you can keep yourself on that track, right? And I also went on to just say something jokingly, but like, you got to remember the millionaire, maybe he's a billionaire, I don't know, who invented the freaking pool noodle. Like, so people think that your dream is silly, then I say, okay, watch me. Because honestly, I don't care anymore. I can tell you, I did care. So if you're on here and you needed that, okay, I hear you guys seeing that. I have several people not supporting me. I have people not warm, helping me get towards my goal, who don't care, right? Okay, then let them watch you, right? Exactly. Other people's opinions are not going to pay your bills. So know that. All right, guys. We have a couple minutes. I have probably 5 minutes. Anything you want to touch on that? Aw, I'm glad it was good, you guys. Okay. Any questions? I got a couple minutes on here, hanging out. Thank you guys for hopping on. I'm glad it was helpful. I just want you guys to know that, like, show up. Yeah, if you really want those goals to happen and you got the vision is cool, but without clear goals and guidelines and deadlines and all the things, you've got to hustle. There are going to be moments of consistency. There are going to be moments of hustle. And if you are sitting down one day and you're like, shoo, this hustle is something else right now, just know, if no one else is, I am. I am hustling with you. Whether it's virtually or whatever, I am right there with you. Okay? Who's with me? I'm trying to see. I don't know if I'm missing questions. Yes! Good. I'm with you. Whether it's the Emerald rank, it's the personal development, it's the start to finish program, it's the 15-star diamond, it's the $1 million a year, it's the elite, it's the all the things. I'm here. Okay? Couple of questions. Let me see. Okay. How long did it take you to earn a substantial income? So my goal originally was pay for my Shaco with sales, right? I think a lot of people do that. So that was my original goal, and I hit that in my first month by creating challenge groups right away, inviting right away, and sharing my results, my transformation consistently. So then I was like, okay, let me replace my teacher salary. I was an elementary school teacher before this, and in 6 months, we hit that goal. It wasn't all the time. It wasn't every week I was hitting that goal, but I hit 1 month in that 6 month time frame or 1 week in that 6 month time frame where I surpassed or equaled my teacher salary. Fast forward to, and this was you guys, I was not watching TV. I wasn't doing anything. I was in love with like all the things with this business. So I was definitely putting in some work in this time. 6-figure income the next year. And our team has now become a Millionaire Club team we did that in under 3 years. So a lot of growth, but absolutely took a lot of hustle as well. I did not have huge Success Club numbers, but I was always hitting over Success Club 10. So I guess depending on who you're talking to, I feel like Success Club 10 is great. So I'd like to think about who I recruited early on. I was like a 3 to 4 a month recruiter, but I was finding solid people within my challenge groups that were getting good results, that were going to be really easy to talk about the coaching opportunity because they were already getting those results and they already understood challenge groups. What did my schedule look like in the beginning? So I had morning, like a 30-minute work window in the morning, like during breakfast. And then during nap time, my daughter took great naps though. Like she took like 2 to 3 hour naps. So I would work out and then I would work my business for an hour during nap time. And then she would go down at 8 and I would work my business from like 8 to 9. That was it. But it was solid time during that time. A lot of inviting, a lot of following up, just like growing my social media, all that kind of stuff. Girl, I wish we could get Success Club points for BOD too. Oh, look at all the teachers. I love it. Hitting a 6-figure income. How many star diamonds? I have diamond coaches who are on track for 6-figure incomes. So they do have the other diamonds deep in their downline, but so yeah, that's doable. How did you get past? Oh my gosh, Jessica, this is so she said, how did you get past the mom wife guilt beginning in your business? First of all, set business hours. Biggest mistake I made early on. I like love the business. I'm like, okay, well, I don't love it more than my husband, right? So I had to set business hours because he needed to come first, right? So I set those. The other thing though, I just was on someone's podcast today and it's going to air next week. But they asked about like working and stuff. And I said, I used to have all this mom guilt for working my business and like like I got a nanny and I got some help so that I could have solid business hours. And, sometimes I'm at home with my kids without anyone. And so I have to work a little bit. And my daughter, she's getting ready to go to bed. So she's seeing me on this call right now. But here's the thing. Google the definition of guilt. Okay. I want you guys to know that like what you're feeling in your business is most likely not the definition of guilt. I have turned that and twisted that into how cool that from an anxious soul who has known my anxiety struggles from the moment I had memories. So 4 years old, I remember being anxious, and it kept me from doing a lot of things in my life. And to see my 6-year-old have none of that. She struts it into school. She don't care. She is the like theatrical one. She is so confident in who she is. She will speak up for herself. All these things that I am looking back and thinking, if I had not had Beachbody in my life would be much different. And because of that, my kid's life would be much different. And I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole because I get really emotional. But I turned it into how cool that they can see a confident mom, a thriving marriage, a mom, a woman, an entrepreneur who can build that multi-6-figure business from home while she's with her kids. So you got to switch that. You got to really change that light bulb moment in your head away from feeling guilty. Let me see. Oh, there's so many things. So many teachers. I love this. Do you still have original coaches from the beginning of working the business? I have several, and I have hundreds who have left. Okay. I have seen multi-star diamonds leave. I have seen star diamonds leave. I have seen diamonds leave. I have seen emeralds. I've seen it all. And what I have learned from that is that I can do everything I feel is right as a leader and a business owner, and you cannot run everyone else's business. So the biggest struggle I see with like veteran coaches is they stopped recruiting and they stopped building and relying more on old coaches who, you guys, it's great to have those who are like lifers and never going anywhere, but you always have to have fresh blood. You always have to have new people who are excited about the business. It's just the name of the game. It's what we do. And you can't want it for them more than they want it for themselves. Let's see. Oh, I'll tell you, and somebody said best time to recruit. You better be getting yourself on those Beachbody trips. After a Success Club trip, after summit, after retreat, Any of those things that are Beachbody involved, where they're seeing us come together as a team, as a community, doing the fun, is when it gets crazy, because they want that. They want that community. They want that friendship. They want that lifestyle. And so get yourself there, you guys. If you're not getting yourself there, you need to do that. Let's see. How did you help challengers see that they could be working coach? Okay, this will be the last one that I'm going to answer, you guys, because I don't want to, I got to put my little one to bed. So, yeah, showing up and seeing that you're living your best life, right? And it's like free trips, you guys. You got to do it. You got to be there. I tell people all the time, these are work events. You get yourself there because it helps your business grow. Okay. How did you help challengers see that they could be a working coach? Honestly, like when they started to share their progress, or maybe I would ask if I could share it for them and tag them because it's a little less scary, and they start getting all these comments and people are like, you look amazing. Oh, let me see, what are you doing? And they start to bring referrals to me. I start to hint that like that could be their commission. That could be their coaches. That could be their challengers. That could be their income, their little side hustle. Building them up, they're responding to questions in my challenge group. They are showing up every day in there, and I'm thanking them for answering those questions or posting when I couldn't be in there. And I let them know, you're doing exactly what a coach does, but you're not getting paid for it. So let's get you a discount on your products. Let's have you continue doing the same things. And then if you want to take it to the next level, I'm here to like show you how to do that, right? Yeah, you got to show them that you believe in them so they can believe in themselves. All right, guys, I'm going to hop off here. I hope that